What's going on, everybody? Welcome to another episode of Hugo Smokes. I'm your host, Hugo, and today I'm going to be smoking and reviewing the Lampert Cigars Family Reserve for 2023. And this here is a 6x52 Toro, and it consists of an Ecuadorian Connecticut wrapper over binders and fillers from the Dominican Republic. And as most Lampert cigars, this one's also made at the Kellner Boutique Factory. This is a very limited production cigar at 8,000 pieces and about 600 boxes, I believe. So the MSRP on this cigar is about 18 bucks, and it was a release of early last year, late 2023, I believe, but I never got my hands on it till right now, so I'm reviewing it. And it's got a very nice, luscious, creamy wrapper, as you can see. There's several prominent veins, and the nice Lampert band we all know. This one's white, sometimes they're black with gold. Family Reserve 2023 on the footband. Let's go ahead and take off the footband very carefully. Doesn't slide off, so we'll have to. Slight little crack in the wrapper due to the band removal. And just very earthy. Maybe like spicy notes coming off of the wrapper. Alright, let's cut it up and test the draw. Just very dampy, earthy notes. So let me light it up and I'll be back in a few. All right, very interesting start to this Lampert Family Reserve. Lots of citrus and cedar as main notes on the palate. But there's this specific sour fruit note that's like kind of like soursop. Not sure if you guys are familiar with it. Pretty interesting. And white pepper on the long finish. You can feel it on the sides of your tongue. There's like a sweet note that wants to come into the palate. It's like a nuttiness. Maybe like pecan or walnut. We'll see if it develops further in the first third. Let me see what the retrohale has to offer. The retrohale is basically all citrus zest with minerality consisting like of a light muskiness. And there's like zero sting on the retrohale. Super smooth on the retrohale. Pretty good. Let me keep smoking this cigar down past the first third, and I'll be back for my first update. Welcome back. I am at the end of the first third of this Family Reserve. Construction is just money on this cigar. As you can see, the burning is a little bit wavy, but it's fine. I mean, pretty much all Lampert products have exceptional construction. Very high quality cigars coming from that Kellner Boutique Factory. The only negative thing I can point out on this cigar is that the draw is a little bit too tight, but I did massage it a little bit, opened up nicely. If the draw continues to be tight, I'm gonna have to use the perfect draw on this one as well. We shall see. But here at the end of the first third, just still mainly picking up the same notes as light up. Lots of citrus and cedar as the main notes on the palate. The white pepper spice has diminished on the palate, and the dry nuttiness consisting of like a walnut or pecan note is becoming more abundant. The retrohale sting on the sinus has increased just a tad. It's 2 to 3 out of 10 clicks, and it's consisting like of a white pepper spice with a little bit of like a cumin spice as well. The mineral note is still present, and it's now like a chalky note, and there is an introduction of a fruity note, something like of a banana type of note. And that's pretty much all I'm getting here at the end of the first third. Let me keep smoking this cigar down into the secondary band past the second third, and I'll be back for my next update. Welcome back. I am at the end of the second third of this family reserve, just approaching that secondary band as you can see, and construction just continues to be immaculate on this cigar, and the burn line keeps getting better and better after every third. It's almost straight. I'm gonna go ahead and take off the secondary band, which already kind of cracked the wrapper as I was trying to move it down. You know, it's a pet peeve of mine, but I hate it when cigar bands, and I said wrapper, but I meant the cigar band, the secondary cigar band. It's a pet peeve of mine when cigar bands do not come off easily, because I usually glue these bands to my cigar journal, and this one is all messed up. As you can see, it's split right down the middle, so I'm gonna have to glue it. It'll work out. But the worst news is that it messed up the wrapper pretty bad here. Hopefully it'll just burn right through that since it's the wrapper. Actually, let's add a little bit of that nice natural adhesive. It's fine. As you can tell, smoke production increased on this cigar immediately after the ash fell from that first third. I went at it with the perfect draw that my buddy Carpy sent me, and I hit it twice at the 10 o'clock and 2 o'clock marks, just right inside the outside perimeter. And I did that just because if two weren't enough, if I needed a third one, I can go at the 6 o'clock mark. So just a pro tip there for you guys. But since then, the cigar opened up and developed pretty nicely. I can tell that because the draw was tight, the flavors were a little bit muted, if you may, or holding back. So in the second third, still getting that citrus bite as a main note. Lemongrass came in as a secondary note on the profile. An herbaceous note that's probably mixed in with the lemongrass. Pretty cool note. I like it. Not very aggressive, and a little bit of like a cumin spice. There's definitely a little bit more of a bite on the retrohale sting. It's like about a 4 to 5 out of 10 now, maybe, and still getting that nice vintage muskiness on the retrohale, citrus as well, and a considerable amount still of that walnut nuttiness that's kind of like drawing out the palate, the sinus. So overall, man, I'm really enjoying this cigar. I mean, what can I say about Lampert, right? Like, I don't think I've ever been let down by a Lampert. And by the way, not sure if I mentioned this in my introduction, but I have smoked several, including the Ocean Breeze and the Golden Retailer, to name a few, Kingpin as well. A lot of these store exclusives for Hunter at Sir Louis Cigars. But let me go ahead and continue smoking this cigar down as far as I can, and hopefully burn right through that crack. And I'll be back for my final update and closing thoughts on this Family Reserve. Welcome back. I'm at the end of this Lampert Family Reserve. As you can see, the burn line is super straight. The ash is holding on. Awesome construction on this cigar. And look at the smoke production. Didn't need to use the perfect draw anymore. So two holes in it, I guess, were sufficient. But the cigar here at the end, still getting that white pepper spice on the palate as the main note. And that walnut dry nuttiness is also present as a secondary note. Undertones and on the long finish of a citrus spice. And still getting a little bit of that cardamom spice. So a nice array of notes here at the end of the cigar. Still a very smooth retrohale. The smoke is nice and creamy now on the palate, on the retrohale. And still getting a mineral note consisting of a chalkiness on the retrohale. A little bit of a white pepper in the mix, as well as a little bit like of a cinnamon anise spice on the retrohale as well, and definitely still some herbalness from that green lemongrass note. So overall, it's a very non-offensive cigar. Definitely a cigar I would always smoke in the morning because it's just medium minus bodied, full flavored though. So pretty nice mix there. It's been burning for exactly an hour and 30 minutes. The price point on this cigar is $17 MSRP. I was lucky enough to pick up a box of these at around $109, $110. So great come up on that cigar. But however, based on the performance here, I would definitely rate it at least a 5-pack worthy. Again, I have a box, so we'll see how it ages. Maybe I'll have an update later on in the year. But for now, that's pretty much all I have on this cigar. If you smoked this cigar before in the past, let me know your thoughts on it. Let me know what you think about it. And that's pretty much all I have on this review. Again, don't forget to tune into the Stogie Society podcast. We're live every Wednesday at 6:30 Pacific Standard Time. And I'll catch you guys on the next one.